trapped in my own head. A part of me says wait, if I were to stay, hold you tight until we both drop dead. But what's my answer? My heart screams free, but I don't know what to do.
SWB audio capture not registered.
In my brain, I just wanna fall into you. But what's my answer? My heart screams free, but I don't know what to do. But what's the answer? In my brain, I just wanna fall into you. I mean it, yeah, no, I mean it. I mean it, yeah, no, I mean it, mean it. I mean it, yeah, no, I mean it. I mean it, yeah, no, I mean it, mean it. You know what is up, what is wrong with my head? No, we don't know what's up, what is wrong with your head? I said, do you know what is up, what is wrong with my head? No, we don't know what's up, what is wrong with your head?
SWB audio capture not registered.
thought that we were going to be required to have a plexiglass wall between us, we were thinking of all the sticky things we could throw onto it to warn each other into space and time. But I had no quarters for the machine at Shaw's anyway. One, two, three, woo! Let's go back to 1986 when everything was better.
Everything was better.
Everything was better.
Back to the future.
Everything was better. Let's go back to the fall of Rome when everything was better.
Everything was better.
Everything was better.
Everything was fire.
Everything was better. Attila the Hun when everything was better.
Everything was better.
The walls were way bigger.
Tremendous. Huge.
Everything was bigger. Let's go back to Home Alone 2 when everything was better.
Tim Curry was a butler.
He was a concierge.
Well, he looked like a butler.
Well, he wasn't a butler.
Well, he looked like a butler.
Let's go back to the USSR when Putin was a baby.
A shitty little baby.
Oh, a coddled little baby.
How lucky you are.
You're gonna be a TV star. Let's go back to 1994 when everything was better.
Everything was better.
In Seattle with a sweater.
Oh, fuck Eddie Vedder.
Yeah, fuck Eddie Vedder. Let's go back to 1957 when everything was better.
A golden age apocalypse.
Leaving it to Beaver.
Yeah, leave that shit to Beaver.
Everything was better. That was a good stretch you did. I saw that.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was one person doing a two people job.
That's why I had to stretch earlier. I always stretch before my shows, because usually,
Have you seen? You've seen Shellac. Have you seen Shellac live? Have you seen videos of Shellac live?
Yeah,
Have
of
you seen them
course.
do Wing Walker?
I
There's
don't
kind of
think
like
so,
a
no.
5-minute part in the middle of the song.
Why don't we do that?
Because we're not Shellac.
Oh, yeah.
I can't support my bass around my waist with a guitar strap just tied around my ass like Steve Albini.
Hey, can I get a little teeny bit more vocals in my monitor? Miss Susie had a steamboat, the steamboat had a bell, ding ding. Miss Susie went to heaven, the steamboat went to hello, operator. Good.
Ding ding. All right. JPC. Into the other secret song.
Love your neighbor like a Christian. Love yourself like an atheist. Love your brother like a brother. Love your lover like a little kid.
super spooky, super secret online photos. You have to, things can't really be a secret if they're online. You just have to find them.
This is the first time we played out since February.
The last thing we played was our CD release show. We had 2 shows and 2 nights, and I didn't take their ass to one of those because our venue got released. And then nothing, everything else stopped. And it's been a very interesting year. Everyone's played 5 million times. You just noticed you keep your loop pedal straight upside down?
Yeah.
Why?
I keep shit upside down and sideways. My octave pedal used to be upside down. They live in upside down land. I don't know. Works for me.
All right, well, we have a few more songs. Thank you very much to all the Once people for having us, and Bridget for her continued crazy, amazing work.
Yes, thank you for all your hard work today.
Holding down like 15 forts as far as I'm concerned. We have a couple more songs. This next song is not on our CD because I just kind of ripped off Gang of 4 and Devo, so I felt like we shouldn't record it, but it's still really fun to play.
Gang of Devo.
I'm tired, so tired, I'm so fucking tired, yeah.
Hey, Amber. Where do I sign up?
Hi, my name is Brandy Blaze, and we're here live at One Somerville, and I also have DJ Whiteshan with me. Hi! We just got finished performing in this amazing venue, and we just want to take time to thank One Somerville, but also speak about how important art venues are to our art and to us as artists. This is how we reach our fans. This is how we build our fan bases, by getting to perform in these venues. COVID has taken an unprecedented hit on our industry here in Boston, and it's really important that we help to save our stages, save our venues. Please donate what you can. Use the hashtag, tell your friends to save our stages, so that when we come back in 2021, I have a rafter to hang off, because I promised my first show I'm gonna hang off a rafter. Are you gonna hang off too, or what?
Well, yeah, of course, I'm jumping, yeah. I just want to jump in the crowd.
Oh, okay, so we're never getting booked here again.
Donate, thank you.
Donate, use hashtag save our stages, and we love you, Boston.
All right, support.
America?
Demand your OVV.
I want my OVV.
I want my OVV.
I want my OVV.
Your favorite bands.
The World's Nightclub.
All online.
Tell your computer.
Grab your mobile device.
I want my OVV.
So we're One Somerville. We have an online store. It's called Shopperville. Get it? It's a pretty cool place. You can find our t-shirts, our bumper stickers, which, by the way, say Once Army, smashing the patriarchy since 2015. So you know you want people to be seeing that. Check out Once Shopperville. You can find the link in all of our socials. Please buy something. It helps us, makes you look cool. You rock.
Hey, we're Orson and the Rosebuds. Thanks for having us to One's virtual venue. This one is called Grow Up. You got nothing left to give, you got it right. But how long can you stand tall when they collect all the shine from your brightest smile? I'll feel your 10 stories fall from miles away. The knives just drop away, coming from the brutal side. The spotlights shine undone. They run out, they dismount, they fall down just like everyone. Oh, they talk, how they sing, but they don't hear just anyone. Though I got no business asking, gotta know, could marble shine so long when the acid is eaten tomorrow away and the flags left up are crawling down in dark rooms, bright lights consume when all you've got left through your love is living just to be undone. everyone. Oh, they talk how they sing, but we don't hear just anyone. They run out, they dismount, they fall down just like everyone. Oh, they talk how they sing, but they don't hear just anyone. Da 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 da. Cool, 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 cool. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This next song is called Eleanora May.
Coming any minute.
it's gonna happen.
Dead end of and rationing my love song.
My love song.
Black ink on my hands from listing now right from wrong.
Right from wrong.
Got luck on my side, like light pouring through stained glass.
Through stained glass.
But dearest Miss May, how long would it really last? Eleanora, I'm all for you, but I can't make up my mind. You can't make up my mind. Mama Flora says she told you that my choice is coming with time. My choice is coming with. My choice is coming with time.
A perennial can bloom, the flowers don't grow, but the buds are attuned for the leaves to blow.
The roots
will be there, we might as well trust that even with care, we could just be dust.
I could just be dust.
Enough is enough, I'm tired of hanging on.
Hanging on.
In the game you can win, I feel like I'm just a pawn.
Just a pawn.
Something simple inside, you're hearing it from the birds. But you're building a book, trying to put it to words. Oh, Eleanora, I'm all for ya. Oh, Mama Flora, instead she told ya no. Oh, Eleanora, I'm all for ya. Oh, Mama Flora, I said she told ya no. Oh, Eleanora, I'm all for ya. Oh, Mama Flora, I said she told ya no.
La la la, la da 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 da.
La la
La da da da, la da 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 da.
la la la. Eleanora So we had an album that just came out this year called When Up Is Down, available on all streaming services, and this one is on it. It's called Trouble Trouble. Mayday malaise and it's feeling mundane. Two-step talk till I'm going insane. It's gotta be next, gotta be done. Gotta stay cool 'cause I burn in the sun. Ooh, trouble, trouble, trouble. Ooh, trouble. I burn in the sun. Ooh, trouble, trouble, trouble. Ooh, trouble. Looks like I'm in trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Looks like I'm in trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Looks like I'm sitting, singing, tripping trouble. People pushing back their problems, quitting quickly, keep it quiet. Please stop pushing back your problems. Please stop pushing back your problems. Pylons peel back as I drive like a drum. A holler so humble, an electric bull hum. If not, then maybe now. If not now, and dividend. In a sea of sunrises, the day never ends. Ooh, trouble, trouble, trouble. Ooh, trouble. The day never ends. Ooh, trouble, trouble. Ooh, trouble. Looks like I'm in trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Looks like I'm in trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Looks like I am sitting, singing, tripping trouble. People pushing back their problems, quitting quickly, keep it quiet. Please stop pushing back your problems. Please stop pushing back your problems. Let's say 50-50. You find me falling in love. It's best 2 out of 3. Water's rising above. A breeze never blows, so clouds soar to sing. The light in my lungs, my heart starts to think. Looks like I'm in trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Looks like I'm in trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Looks like I am sitting, singing, tripping trouble. People pushing back their problems, quitting quickly, keep it quiet. Please stop pushing back your problems. Please stop pushing back your problems. Cool, cool, cool. This next one is called Books Without Authors. It's been really fun playing this virtual show. Hopefully someday we'll be able to play live with all of you. Everybody cuts their corners, but I've been folding mine. Yeah, I know it hurts the pages. At least I'm caring for the spine. But word by word, I've been reading all the things that I never heard. Word by word, I've been reading all the things I would have called absurd. bite my tongue. I'll keep my thoughts coherent, like a song unsung. Front to back, I'll be reading all the things never inked in black. Front to back, I'll be reading all the things I never wanted back. Front to back, word by word. Front to back, word by word.
Sharpen up,
live and die by my word.
tear a page,
Back to the drawing
Babylon,
board. Back to the drawing
Babylon,
board.
and on and
Back
on
to
and
the
on.
drawing
Babylon,
board. Back to the drawing board.
Babylon, and on and on and on.
The drawing board. Na 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 na. We're gonna switch things up a little bit. This next song is called Favorite Color, and Christian, who's on guitar, is going to be taking point. And I'm gonna take some time to introduce the rest of us. I'm Tessa. Over on bass, we've got Olivia, and on keys, we've got Miles. And we've got 3 cameras. It's wild. I don't know if all these points are gonna happen, but here it is.
Edit it.
Oh.
Favorite color, you were my favorite color. Favorite color, you were my favorite color. But now you've gone and faded too. You painted me like an artist would. Acrylic stains on balsa wood. Drops of ink in paper hands. Sacrifice what composition command. Call me luminescence, call me love. Call me everything and just enough. Till my color will drift away. Won't you draw me near to say favorite color? You were my favorite color. Favorite color. You were my favorite color. but now you're gone and faded to gray in a landscape I would have never drawn. Trees lose their leaves into canvas palms. Sunset onto orange eyes. Blue rivers run with cold goodbyes. Fractured in your frame, I'm hanging on. We blend perspectives, now you're far and gone. When my color went and dripped away, why didn't you draw me near to stay? Favorite color, you were my favorite color. Your favorite color, you were my favorite color. But now you're gone and faded to gray. Lost my drum bar.
We're gonna play a cover now. If you know the words, feel free to sing along. Or don't. I'm not the boss of you. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, that I grew strong. And I learned how to get along, and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I had known for just 1 second you'd be back to bothering me. Oh, now go, walk out the door, just turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? You think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. And I got all my life to live, and I got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart. Kept trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And I spent oh so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, but now I hold my head up high. And you see me, somebody new. I'm not that chained-up little person still in love with you. And so you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free. But now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Go on now, go, walk out the door, just turn around now. 'Cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? You think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, no, no. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. And I got all my life to live, and I got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey. I will survive. Thank you so much for having us once virtual venue. We've been Orson the Rosebuds. We've got one last song for you here. It's from our original album list thing. It's called War. You can find us on Spotify or any other streaming services. So hope you like this last one and have a really good, not too sweaty night. We love you. You've got a personality, and mine's just like yours. We hate doing the same things. That's why we try so hard. You come home after 3 a.m. and I don't even care. Play back some of our memories. You'll see what I think of you, and I've been trying, but I don't think you'll stay. I've been lying and I've been getting my way. I've been thinking about breaking up, so what do you say? I've been lying and I've been getting my way.
I'll start a war. I'll start a war. I'll start a war.
I'll start a war.
I'll start a war.
Your words full of poison.
I'll start a war.
Our bones burned to carbon.
I'll start a war.
Tongues tied in a ribbon.
I'll start a war.
Ain't happy if I ain't winning. The sun's shining on brighter days. When I think of you dead, my friends told me they're over it. Maybe we should be too. I've got bigger and better things than the mess that we made. We've had pretty good times, my friend, but now we just fight and cry. And I've been trying, but I don't think you'll stay. I've been lying and I've been getting my way. I've been thinking about breaking up, so what do you say? I've been lying and I've been getting my way.
I'll start a war. I'll start a war. I'll start a war. I'll start a war. I'll start a war.
Your words full of poison.
I'll start a war.
Our bones burned to carbon.
I'll start a war.
Tongues tied in a ribbon.
I'll start a war.
Ain't happy if I ain't winning. No, I've got no patience left. Please don't come back, 'cause it's for the best. No, I've got no patience left. Please don't come back, 'cause it's for the best. No, I've got no patience left. Please don't come back, 'cause it's for the best. No, I've got no patience left. Please don't come back, 'cause it's for the best. I've been trying, but I don't think you'll stay. I've been lying and I've been getting my way. I've been thinking about breaking up, so what do you say? I've been lying and I've been getting my way. I've been trying, but I don't think you'll stay. I've been lying and I've been getting my way. I've been thinking about breaking up, so what do you say? I've been lying and I've been getting my way.
I'll start a war.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening. I'm gonna have a popsicle. Goodbye. I love you.
Holy frijoles. I think we're done.
Okay.
Something occurred here today.
everybody, we're kind, and you're watching Once Virtual Venue. Hey you, save our stages. Independent music venues are important. You dug them before the pandemic and you're gonna want them when the pandemic's over. There's a lot of people out of work. There's a lot of bands that aren't being able to do what they want to do. These independent venues need your help. So give anything that you can to those venues, to those artists, and make sure that they make it through this pandemic so we can all meet on the other side.
That's right, save our stages. Thank you. I'm a man of many words.
Once Somerville started unexpectedly. In 2014, my locavore catering company Cuisine en Locale rented an old event space with a kitchen.
It was early in winter.
We discovered by accident that our ballroom and lounge both have great sound, and we started booking pop-up performances. One-night creative events, aka Once. In short time, we were operating as a two-room, 411-person safe and inclusive venue. We hosted so many amazing bills with local and touring bands and performers, sometimes 7 nights a week. We worked hard to make the best experiences we could, and our friends kept showing up and bringing their friends. COVID closed our doors on March 12, 2020. Once Somerville, the physical space we all love, went dark. In May, we started a Once virtual venue, streaming performances to stay close to our community until we could be open again. We've hosted premieres, listening parties, dance nights, interviews, and variety shows. We're down, but damn it, we are not out. We're going to do whatever we can to continue to produce shows through our Once virtual venue, the OVV. With your patronage, we can continue to produce our special programming with the goal of paying artists and staff and helping us all to bridge this transition together. We would love any support you can offer. A like and a share of our OVV YouTube channel. Buying something from Shopperville, our virtual merch booth. Make a gift through Venmo or PayPal, or best of all, subscribe to one of our Patreon membership levels. We're offering special content and access, discounts and merch items. Mostly, right now, we're asking you to join us and stay with us on this journey. We miss you, and you rock.
audience participation in the super traditional sense where we're like, sing the chorus if you know it. But, we like to kind of poke and prod the audience a little bit,
Later.
occasionally paint on them and things. And obviously, for any musician, that's part of the vibe and the energy and things. So it felt weird to do it, but it was still really, really fun because we hadn't gotten to do any shows since our release that February. And we loved, I just got really excited to listen back to it. And I was like, wow, yeah, this actually sounded pretty solid. And of course, being on the one stage, everything was going to be a lot better than we could have done. So that's really fun.
Yeah, you guys filmed it on the Once sound stage.
I think we were not the last day, but we were maybe the second to last day that there was any recording. That was pretty cool.
That's so exciting. Orson the Rosebuds, what was it like for you guys?
I love to do audience participation, like handing out tambourines or cowbells or claves. But we obviously could not do that. If you were looking closely, you could see our
SWB
friend
audio
Jackson
capture
over
not
here.
registered.
And he was great to play off of. He was the closest thing we had to an audience. So big shout out to Jackson. But I think watching back was a lot more anxiety, having to watch ourselves play rather than.
It was really intimidating, honestly. There's more and less control in doing a live set that's pre-recorded like this. So it's really interesting because you have a lot of constraints to work with beforehand. But then, as it unfolds, it's like, oh, we could have done this and that, and the lighting could have been better. And I missed that night.
Y'all are brave if you're giving audience members percussion instruments. That's
Yeah. Luckily, we had a really loud drummer, and Liv is always at the top, so it doesn't really matter what they play.
There's a certain song we sometimes do live where part of the fun of it for me and Liv at least is making our drummer play as fast as possible. So part of the appeal of giving out all the percussion instruments is oh yes, please contribute to the chaos, while Liv and I just clap randomly.
I would give glow sticks. I think giving somebody a cowbell I would probably regret quickly, and I'd take it. I'd be that person. I'd be no, sorry. I erred.
Yeah, I've thought about doing it. I think I've gone to give someone a tambourine and then looked at Rainey and was like, no, she'll kill me. I'm not gonna do that.
You can give them the vibra slap. You can't fuck up a vibra slap.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't want some drunk person to run down the street with a vibra slap, and then we don't have a vibra slap, and there's always the risk of that.
That's kind of people start playing short skirt, long jacket, all over the place.
Can't have that.
So going forward, as things start to slowly reopen again, are you guys planning to play
SWB audio capture not registered.
Stuff? Because I know for once we're doing both. So our OVV, we have OVV Wednesdays every Wednesday. So come back next week. Sorry, I had to. But for you guys as bands, what do you do? Are you going to be virtual, in person, both?
Nope. You'll have to drag me kicking and screaming to do more virtual shows. Well, this one was actually kind of fun. I did enjoy this one because it was getting together in a group or whatever, but recording things and putting, I don't like it. I'm just not, I'm not for it, personally. I like them. I think it's great, but yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, I think they're great because it's more accessible to more people, but I do like the live audience feel. But we tried to do our own virtual show at our house, and it was just a lot of stress having to do all of that ourselves. But with a whole team doing it, it was seamless for us to do the once one.
Yeah, I think we were talking about this last. The biggest thing was that if it's planned that it's going to be a live stream thing, and it's planned that it's going to be virtual, that's okay. What I don't like is when it's kind of intended to just be a live show, and I find out that somebody's Facebook living us. I've totally called people out, even friends, and I've been hey, if we're on Facebook Live, it's without our consent. It just weirds me out. I'm a Luddite. I refuse to be on Spotify. Obviously, services because I play drums in that band, so I lost the vote. But I just.
I don't know. I kind of feel like if it's live, it's live, and if we are planning on making it also virtual, then that's a little bit different. And I do love the accessibility aspect of it. And also, Tessa, I'm sorry because there was a lag and you started talking before us.
No problem. But like probably the same boat of like I prefer the live in person, like
SWB
getting the
audio
audience
capture,
energy.
not
But
registered.
I also have family who's in the West Coast, and like they'll never be able to come to my shows unless like there's some kind of like video version of it. But yeah, like I don't really want anyone just kind of randomly recording me to put it online without our consent. That's a kind of different thing, I guess.
I think it's because you play differently. Like if I'm doing a live thing, I know that I'm doing, or sorry, if I'm doing a remote thing, I know that I'm doing a remote thing. So I play as if I'm doing a remote thing. Like the banter's a little bit different, the moves are a little bit different. You're not interacting with people right in front of you, so it's just kind of like you're playing a different role a little bit. So I think like watching a show that was intended to just be in person remotely is weird, but I also think watching a show that was intended to be just done remotely live is maybe kind of weird. So I just want to be in the right mindset for what I'm doing, and I don't like surprises. Like sometimes versions of things will pop up where they Facebook lived it and it's like the worst time we've ever played a certain song, and I'm like, awesome, I'm really glad that's the one that like it's cool if sometimes things are a shit show, and that's cool, but like I don't know, if we have like a really good take of something, that's kind of the one I want to focus on putting on YouTube, and not like, oh wow, I remember that day.
I think like especially live oriented bands, it's like a good space to workshop material without having to completely commit to it on a record. And like someone Facebook living that is just gonna fuck up your vibe, because then they're like peeking in on your creative process.
Yes, I really like that point. Like, yes, because the workshopping aspect of it, where I'm in a few different bands, and I think if each group has their own approach to this, where sometimes like one band may not play something until we really feel like it's done. I'm also in a duo, Eyewitness, where I play drums, and we will play something that like the guitarist came up with 2 days ago, and we're like, yeah, sure, whatever, let's see what happens. And like if it falls apart, we will kind of segue into the next thing, and it's fine. But it's just like I said,
SWB audio capture, not registered.
Yeah, it's almost like two different art forms, like playing on a virtual stage versus playing on an in-person stage. It's like two different art forms entirely. That's also the fun, because you get to build a new skill. Whoever thought that you'd be, on the one sound stage pre-recording a set, or in your, as Kayla called it, your tiny desk at home vibe with Orson.
I really do appreciate the multiple camera angles aspect of the pre-recorded stuff. Like it made tonight's show kind of fun to watch, because there's like the above. Well, I had never seen Amber do like, I don't know if you usually do this, but in Everything Was Better, when you say Home Alone 2, you went like this, and I cracked up because I'm like, I've never seen you do that because I'm busy yelling. And there was like the overhead angle of John and everything, so that was really neat, because
I didn't even know those cameras were there.
I know. So that's a really cool aspect, is it gives you that kind of like editing opportunity.
And shout out quickly to Dead Moon Audio and Treebeard Media and the media folks at Once who did the editing for Sapling's set. They totally killed it, and Bridget as well.
Yeah, the sound quality was dope.
Yeah, it was super cool. So Sapling, what's coming up for y'all? You have a new album coming out soon, I've heard.
We do. It's so basically what happened is when COVID hit, I said, hey, you know what? I absolutely despise the idea of recording something remotely, but let's do it anyway and see what happens. So we recorded one song remotely. It's like a little janky, but it's cool. And then that turned into like, hey, we should also like find a bunch of old random stuff we recorded like at practice or by ourselves or anything we're doing right now and put it together. And then time went on so much that we're like, hey, actually, it's almost 2021 and we've already been through like one of us having COVID, and now it's like the pandemic's really getting, a lot of time has gone by, so let's record in person at this point. So we ended up recording 4 songs together in John's basement, which he mixed and did a fantastic job. He's very patient with our like 500 rounds of notes. Like, no, that thing you turned down, turn it back up. So we are releasing the Apocalypse musical And I have to say one more thing about it is we released our full-length debut CD in 2019, literally right before the pandemic hit. Like our release shows were February 22nd and 23rd, and one was at Dead Moon Audio actually. And we were joking, or I was joking, like, hey, you know what? We spent so much money on this and put so much effort into this. The next one, let's do it in John's basement and just say that it's like the apocalypse and that we can't leave our bunker and that we're just going to record and release a CDR. So I'm real sorry if we like jinx
Yeah,
everything.
here, folks. Sapling caused 2020.
So yeah, so we just put it up. It's on Bandcamp right now as a pre-order. You can hear our first single from an Anti-Semantic, which is, I don't know, it's a demo, it's whatever, it's a basement thing, it's cool, and you can pre-order a very limited edition cassette or digital. The cassette's actually like almost halfway sold out, which is really neat. And yeah, so go to saplingband.com, our brand new website, saplingband.com, and you can find the link. And yeah, it's been really fun. I'm glad we have something to show for all this time, even though most of it was done like after the bulk of the pandemic was over.
That's valid though.
Yeah, it was
All
like
the tracking was done before it.
yeah, we were gonna release it like a year ago, but then we just didn't. So now we're like, all right, I guess we're in person again.
Awesome.
And I just wish listed.
I was muted for a long time.
Sorry, I did that to you.
I was the person who had COVID. Hi. I made a music video for us while I had COVID too. That was,
oh my God.
That was one of the things that I did while I was sick for a month.
Wow.
She did live, if anyone's wondering. She lived, but it was a pretty rough time.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I'm glad that I'm assuming you're all happy and healthy then, if you're here, or moderately happy as you can be during
Moderately
the
happy,
pandemic,
moderately
going outside.
healthy.
Amazing. I'm glad to hear it. So, Orson and the Rosebuds, y'all have had quite an eventful year so far. You released your album in February. Tell us more. Tell us more.
For sure. Yeah, we put out the album, and that was a ton of fun, as much fun as it could be to release an album remotely. This show was a lot of fun to record. It was one of the first times we've played together, at least as a majority. Our drummer's currently in New York, so hence we had drum machine on for that last set.
He's coming for the least of all, right?
Yeah, so we're doing a direct to vinyl session with Least of All in August, and so we're pumped to be doing that.
It's gonna be really good.
Folks can choose one of 7 of our favorite songs.
Yeah,
and hopefully their favorite songs too.
And then they just rent a lathe cut.
Yeah,
and you take it home.
Yeah, they get a one of a kind just for themselves.
Just for you.
So we're really excited to do that.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
And then of course we're playing as No Doubt in a couple weeks. Once again with Once.
Yes. That's a part of the GRCB, Girls Rock Campaign Boston Halloween Reboot.
I will be as well.
What band are you in, Rainey?
I am in the Hamburger Horrors, which is a doom wop Roy Orbison cover band.
That's very exciting.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. 3 of the Rosebuds are open right now, and I just watched
Roy Orbison cover band.
I'm so glad we're going to be there.
It's out of control. So Sophia Bell and me and this guy Brian, who was apparently in Man Man for 8 years, which is how Sophia convinced me to do it. They were like, yeah, so my friend Brian was in Man Man. I was like, all right, fine, I'll do it. Because I was like, can we do this in 2 practices? Are you sure? I'm really excited also for No Doubt too. And Devo.
Yes, there's a Devo cover band called Diva. That's very exciting. And so for those of you at home who don't know, Once's new outdoor space at Boynton Yards is opening in early July. And this GRCB Halloween Reboot is the first show that is open to the public. So make sure you get your tickets, and you can get more information on Once's social media and on Once's website, oncesomerville.com. Well, you guys, this show was so awesome. Both of your sets were so cool, and thank you for taking the time to talk with me afterwards and for doing all of the work to put this thing together. It was great. I had a great time. I hope you did as well.
Yay!
Yay! We
Yeah,
did.
it's so good.
Thanks for putting it together.
Yeah, it's a blast. Y'all kill.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching, and we will see you all in person very soon. But next week on the OVV, we've got another show, so make sure you come back and catch more virtual content, OVV Wednesdays. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye. Good night, y'all.
Hello, this is Tim Hall here, musician, saxophonist, and poet. I'm here at Once and just need to say how important it is to support the local arts and local businesses. Once is such an important venue to the scene of artists and creators. They're doing amazing work. Please go and support. See you soon, Tim Hall. Out.
Like, share,
subscribe. Subscribe.